Climate change, a word that's always scary, no matter how you hear it. Now, climate change has been in the news recently with the fact that it'll probably destroy our way of life. And while that is pretty sad, we have to do something to combat it. Global temperatures are rising year after year, and while many people seem to deny that it's happening, the truth is that it is happening, and that there needs to be some kind of effort to do that. And this is where clean energy comes in, specifically fusion reactors. Now, fusion reactors are a type of reactor that uses hydrogen to combine into helium. Now, it does this by having lasers push two hydrogen molecules together and fusing the protons together within them to make helium. And this is a very complex process, which ends up in literally making a star inside the machine, which we can harvest the energy out of. Imagine being able to have the power of a star at your fingertips, unlimited, clean energy for billions of years. And scientists hope to achieve this before we destroy our world. And the only thing standing in their way is something called deuterium. Now, deuterium is a hydrogen isotope, which means that it is a form of hydrogen that has an extra neutron. This extra neutron allows it to, when fused, form stable helium, thus creating a stable fusion reaction. However, deuterium is very rare. It is formed randomly. 1 out of 600 million hydrogen atoms is a deuterium atom, and it is bonded to oxygen to form heavy water. Thus, deuterium mainly forms in the world's oceans. But it does not come in large quantities, making it virtually undetectable. To put this into perspective, German scientists during World War II attempted to drain multiple lakes in Norway in the hopes of finding a large amount of deuterium, but failed. Now, it's good that they failed because these were actually Nazis trying to make an A-bomb. But regardless, it's important to know that deuterium is extremely rare. So, where does this all come in? What's the plan? Well, we know that deuterium is virtually impossible to find on Earth in large quantities, and thus cannot support this new green initiative. So what do? Where do we go now? We go to Mars. Now, I know that people on multiple occasions have stated, well, why should we go to Mars? You know, like, what's so good about Mars? But the point is that Mars really is the next frontier for humanity. And that's because what Mars lacks in life, it makes up in resources, specifically deuterium. Large amounts of deuterium have been found in Mars' polar caps, naturally ionized by sunlight hitting them over millions of years. This means that a mission to Mars could not only be a new place for humanity to live, but could also help humanity back on Earth by stopping climate change and fueling these fusion reactors. And now I know that the mission to Mars will be the greatest undertaking that mankind has ever done, and may require the strength of a million minds. But processes are already underway to make sure this mission happens. Whether it is from SpaceX or Elon Musk, or NASA with their Orion capsule, we will get to Mars by 2030, all right? But if we don't, and if we don't fund these initiatives, and we do not put the effort into these great minds who are going to Mars, we'll all end up looking like this, wondering, why do we listen to the guy in a SpaceX shirt telling us to go to Mars? Thank you.